Hello there, I'm Kaelaris, and this is Lore of the Nexus, EP.2. Who is Abathur?
Abathur, evolve swarm, spin strands and sequences. Served Overmind, then served Queen of Blades, now serve you.
I am the Queen of Blades.
Different. Examining genetic strands, Queen of Blades was efficient, ancient Zerg qualities, minor Terran influence.
Abathur is a unique Zerg creature, created from numerous Zerg species. He was the evolution master of the Zerg, serving as the swarm's DNA library and residing in the evolution pit on board the Leviathan. When Kerrigan approached Abathur about his creation, he simply answered,
Where did your essence come from?
The Overmind spun me from many species, a brood of one.
While it was the Overmind that was the will of the Zerg's drive to perfect, it was Abathur who was the instrument of that will. By the Overmind's instruction, he designed the Queen of Blades by wrapping her in a chrysalis, though not without injuring her in the process. This was back during the original StarCraft, and was something that Kerrigan did not learn until Heart of the Swarm. After the Overmind's death, Abathur became feral and useless, like a beast. He wandered the caves of Char, eating whatever tried to attack him. He modified any Zerg he came across, and grew obsessed with diversifying and altering the swarm. Eventually, the Queen of Blades found Abathur, and took him under her wing to spin evolution for her. Abathur's purpose was clear. His main directive was to improve the swarm to the best of his ability for the benefit of his master. His process was a curious one.
Look at flesh, see only potential. Strands, sequences, twisting, separating, joining. See how it could be better. Eat flesh, splinter bone. Inside me can touch it, weave it, spin it, make it great.
Kerrigan at one point also gave him Terrans to experiment on, but after her second transformation into the Queen of Blades, Kerrigan decided that they would never work on Terrans again, much to Abathur's approval, as he believed they were inferior anyway. At one point, Abathur offered to improve Kerrigan, but she refused. She was, however, willing to let Abathur evolve the swarm. She was suffering from memory loss, and could not recall her background with the creature. Kerrigan eventually learnt the truth of what Abathur had done to her after the infestation at Tursonus. She told him that she would have killed him if he wasn't vital to her plans. Abathur was puzzled by her anger. He felt he was just improving her. From there, Abathur would travel on the Leviathan with Kerrigan to the planet she desired, and would adapt the swarm to deal with the harsh conditions some of the worlds presented. Abathur would advise the Queen of Blades on the locations of valuable biomass that he could use to further improve the swarm. When the swarm reached Zerus, the true home planet of the Zerg, this was one of the only points where Abathur showed visible anger. After Kerrigan's primal transformation, her form was beyond his comprehension. Abathur suggested that the swarm never return to Zerus. It was their homeworld, and the path of evolution was forward, not back. That, and he still preferred the swarm Zerg to their primal counterparts. Considering he wanted the primal Zerg destroyed due to their inferior nature and their attempt to steal sequences from the swarm, his interactions with Dahaka might be interesting. Abathur's tasks during the final moments of Kerrigan's attempt at revenge against Mengsk were to develop a weapon strong enough to assault Core Hall. He in turn created the bio-launcher, which was important to the overall success of her campaign. Thank you for listening, guys. Leave a comment below as to who you'd like to see on Lore of the Nexus next week. I'm Kaelaris, signing out.
Queen determines purpose. When purpose changes, swarm changes. This our function.
You know, sometimes you're not so bad, Abathur.
Unclear.